Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kincaid or Ice Rink 5am here, and today I'll be bringing you another Call of Duty Ghost weapon comparison video. Now, before we begin, I would like to wish everybody in America a very happy Thanksgiving, and go ahead and leave in the comment section below what your plans are for this awesome day. Also, if you guys have requests for more weapon guides and comparisons, go ahead and leave those requests in the comment section below. If you'd like to see my other guides and comparisons, there's an annotation on screen leading you to the playlist and a link in the description. With that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and let's jump right into it. So in today's video, I'll be doing my first Marksman Rifle comparison in COD Ghost, and these weapons are actually very powerful and very fun to use, so I would definitely recommend you give them a shot. Today, I'll be comparing the MR-28 to the IA-2, and I really do enjoy using both of these weapons, so it should be a very interesting comparison. First of all, the MR-28 will cost you just 6 squad points to unlock, whereas the IA-2 will cost you 8, and the MR-28 can be unlocked through one of the default classes. Now, the mag size of the MR-28 is 24 rounds or 36 with the extended mag, whereas the IA-2 suffers a little bit in this category at 18 round standard or 27 extended. The MR-28 tops the IA-2 once again in the category of reload, reloading pretty quick at 2.47 seconds loaded or 2.80 empty, whereas the IA-2 will take 3.10 loaded or 3.73 empty. Now, with the Marksman Rifles, the accuracy of your shots plays a big role, and the MR-28 fires faster than the IA-2 at 600 RPM, whereas the IA-2 fires at 545, but this isn't necessarily that big of an asset. Quite honestly, I find the slightly lower fire rate of the IA-2 to be more effective because it's easier to control the weapon. Statistically, the fire rate of the MR-28 is faster, but I find the lower fire rate of the IA-2 to be more beneficial. Moving forward, both the MR-28 and the IA-2 have the same base damage of 65, meaning they will both kill in 2 shots from close range, but the MR-28 has a lower damage at long range at 34, whereas the IA-2 has a damage of 49. So both of these weapons will kill in just 2 or 3 shots, but the IA-2 actually has a longer 2-shot range, as you can see from the tests on screen. The IA-2 drops off to a 3-shot kill at around 39 meters, whereas the MR-28 drops off at around 33 meters, and you will actually encounter quite a few gunfights at these ranges, and you'll definitely notice the extra 2-shot range of the IA-2. So with this being said, due to the slightly faster fire rate of the MR-28, it will have a slightly faster time to kill at close and long range, but the IA-2 has a much faster time to kill at medium range. Now, each of these weapons has a very high headshot multiplier of 1.56 times. This means at close range, a shot to the head will grant you a 1-shot kill. At the start of each weapon's 3-shot range, 1 shot to the body and 1 shot to the head will give you a 2-shot kill. As you drop off with the MR-28, it will actually take 2 shots to the head rather than 1 to the body and 1 to the head. But with the IA-2, no matter how far you go back, it's going to be 1 shot to the body, 1 shot to the head will kill. Now, neither of these weapons has a very consistent recoil pattern, but as it turns out, the MR-28 is spread out a bit more than the IA-2, and the IA-2 is a little bit more easy to control because it's more vertical than side to side. Overall, the IA-2 is going to take the cake in this category by just a bit. So here's a chart that will allow us to recap all of the information we've covered, and as you can see, there's quite a bit more green on the side of the MR-28 than the IA-2, but the extra 2-shot range of the IA-2 is a very big deal. Although the MR-28 has the upper hand in quite a few categories, personally, I definitely prefer the IA-2. I find it much easier to control and much more powerful. My kill-death ratio with these weapons definitely says a lot as well, as I have just over a 1 KD with the MR-28 and almost a 2 KD with the IA-2, and I actually have a couple hundred kills with each weapon, so these ratios are actually a pretty good representation of how good I am with these weapons. Now, obviously, these stats are laid out in front of you, and the choice is up to you. Personally, I like the IA-2 more, but you're free to try them both, and go ahead and leave me your opinion in the comments below. Now, with that said, I will link my custom class setups for these weapons in the description below. I actually like to use the red dot on these guns because I kind of rush with them actually, but if you want to use them for more of a traditional camping purpose as they are Marksman Rifles, go ahead and leave the scope on them. So guys, that pretty much wraps up this Ghost weapon comparison video, and if you did enjoy it, be sure to click that like button, as I do put quite a few hours of effort into these, and it definitely motivates me to make more. Also, if you have a specific request for a weapon comparison, be sure to leave those 2 weapons in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get to them soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you soon with another video. On the left is a weapon guide for the MSBS assault rifle, and on the right is an assault chem strike fail. I hope you guys enjoy. I can feel the love, can you feel it too? I can feel it.